My precious child. There is something I want you to truly grasp, something deeper than mere words. I want you to know that not a single prayer you've whispered has been ignored. Not one tear has gone unseen. From the biggest dreams in your heart to the smallest, silent ache you couldn't put into words, I have heard you. I've always heard you. Even now, in this moment, I am responding, not in haste, but with holy precision. Every answer I send your way is born from my perfect love. Not everything will come in the timing you expect, but it will always arrive exactly when you need it. And when it does, it will be beautiful, far more than you ever imagined. You and I, we're stepping into a new season. One where our bond grows deeper. One where your trust in me becomes stronger than your fears. Yes, the path ahead may still hold challenges, but you're not walking by sight. You're walking by faith. When the storms rise, don't let fear write the end of your story. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I surround you with a love that cannot be shaken. Like a father standing guard over his beloved child, I shield you, not because of your perfection, but because of my promise. You see, this battle you're in right now, it's not in vain. The struggle has purpose. The pain is producing something eternal. The tears you've cried, they water the very ground where I am planting blessings. And you will rise again. Not in your strength, but in mine. So when your heart is heavy and your strength feels gone, lean on me. Let me carry you. Let my love seep into the cracks of your weariness, and my peace settle your racing thoughts. You were never meant to carry this burden alone. And even if it feels like no one sees your effort, I see it. I see your heart. I see your faith, even when it feels fragile. Every time you choose to believe instead of despair, heaven rejoices. Every step forward in faith is a victory. I've prepared a life for you, not of defeat, but of divine purpose. A life where grace overflows and joy surprises you in the midst of the mundane. Keep pressing on. Keep loving well. Keep showing up even when it's hard. Because I am with you. I will never leave you. Not even for a second. So take heart, beloved. You're not just surviving. You're stepping into something sacred. And this is just the beginning. My child. You've been walking with questions tucked deep inside your heart, uncertainties about the future, about whether you're truly on the right path. I see those thoughts, even the ones you've never said aloud. And here is my answer, yes, you are still in my plan. You haven't missed your moment. You're not too late. You are not forgotten or misplaced in my design. In fact, you are right where I'm shaping you, step by step. Every delay has been woven into something greater. Even the pauses in your journey are sacred. They are not empty, they are where I meet you most intimately. When you feel like the answers are taking too long, remember that I am not absent, I am arranging every detail with purpose. I do not rush. I do not forget. I perfect. Come closer in the stillness. Let the noise fade so you can hear me more clearly. I am always near, never distracted or distant. I know when your strength is running low, and I offer you my own. I see when your hope starts to dim, and I breathe fresh light into it. The world may tell you to keep moving, keep achieving, keep proving your worth, but I say, rest. Sit with me. Let me speak truth into your soul. There's no striving here, no pressure to perform. There's only love. There's only grace. I long for our moments together, when your spirit quiets, and your heart opens, even if just for a moment. It is in those holy pauses that I renew you. In your surrender, I strengthen you. In your silence, I speak. You may feel like you've been walking through shadows lately, uncertainty in your decisions, fears about tomorrow. But hear me clearly, you are not walking alone. My presence goes before you like a lantern lighting the path, and behind you like a shield. I'm on every side. And when the enemy whispers that you're not enough, when your own thoughts echo lies of failure or fear, I silence them with my truth. You are chosen. You are loved. You are mine. The path ahead is not void of challenges, but it is overflowing with purpose. I am writing a testimony through your life, one that will echo my goodness for generations to come. Don't fear what lies ahead. I've already walked it. I've already conquered it. This is your sacred journey. Not a sprint. Not a performance. But a walk of trust. And I'm right beside you. So breathe deeply today. Rest in me. You are seen. You are safe. And the next chapter I'm writing? It's filled with hope more radiant than you've dared to believe. Beloved. As you walk forward in trust, know this, your steps are not wasted. Even when progress feels slow, even when your faith feels small, I am moving through it all. What you see as insignificant, I see as precious. Every moment of belief, every act of obedience, even the quiet ones no one sees, builds something eternal in the unseen. I know there have been days when the weight felt too much, when discouragement knocked loudly at your door. But look how far you've come. You didn't give up. And I honor that. You've carried burdens longer than you should have had to. You've smiled while your heart was aching. You've prayed in silence when no words would come. And I was there, at every breaking point, I held you. At every fork in the road, I whispered direction. You were never without me. Today, I invite you to trade your striving for rest. I'm not asking you to do more or be stronger. I'm asking you to lean into me like never before. Let me carry what's been too heavy. Let me mend what's been torn. I'm not just here to patch the wounds, I'm here to restore what you thought was lost forever. There's a strength inside you, born not from the world, but from my spirit. You don't need to earn your way into my presence. You're already welcomed. My arms are already open. Come as you are, raw, real, even weary, and I will meet you with compassion and clarity. The lies that say you're not enough, silence them. The fears that say you've failed too many times, rebuke them. I am not keeping a list of your mistakes, I am writing your story in grace. In this very hour, I'm doing something new. Something beautiful is unfolding within you, something that the trials of your past could not destroy. The fire you walked through didn't burn you, it refined you. You are coming out of that season with a deeper strength, a softer heart, and a sharper vision. You thought it would break you, but I used it to build you. This is your season to rise in grace. Not by force, not through pressure, but with peace. You're stepping into newness. Doors that were closed are beginning to open. The things you've prayed for in tears are beginning to take shape behind the curtain of my timing. You're not behind. You're right on time. And what's ahead of you? It's not just survival, it's victory. It's not just restoration, it's glory. I am leading you into a space where joy flows freely, where your spirit will breathe deeply, and where you'll remember what it feels like to hope with open hands again. Hold on, my child. You're walking into more than just a new season, you're walking into a sacred renewal. And I am the one who makes all things new. Dearest one. Now that you've taken the first steps toward renewal, feel the shift in your spirit. The heaviness that once clung to your soul is lifting. That ache you couldn't quite name is being replaced by something holy, a peace that surpasses understanding. You've held on for so long, wondering when the breakthrough would come. Wondering if your cries made it past the ceiling. Let me assure you, they did. I collected every tear, and none of them were in vain. They watered the very ground where new life is now beginning to sprout. I have never turned away from you, not in your moments of weakness, not when you felt undeserving. I have always stayed. And now, I am doing what only I can, transforming sorrow into strength, confusion into clarity, mourning into praise. There is a sacred rebuilding happening in your life. Quiet, steady, unstoppable. I am restoring what was broken, not to its former state, but into something far greater. You are not returning to who you once were. You are becoming more radiant, more rooted, more resilient than ever before. Can you feel it? That whisper within you, stirring your heart to believe again. This is the part of the journey where hope begins to sing louder than fear. The doubts that once held you captive are losing their grip, because truth is reclaiming its place. And the truth is, I am not finished with your story. I never was. There is still purpose in your steps. There is still beauty to behold, dreams to awaken, and promises yet to be fulfilled. What the enemy tried to steal, I am returning with interest. You haven't missed your moment. It's just beginning. Don't let the past convince you that you're too late. I specialize in perfect timing. What felt like a detour was actually a preparation. What looked like a delay was me setting the stage for something extraordinary. You no longer need to prove your worth. My love has already declared it. Your value isn't based on success, approval, or flawless faith, it's anchored in who I say you are. And I call you chosen. Redeemed. A vessel of glory. So, walk forward, not in fear, but in confidence. Not with haste, but with purpose. You don't need to figure out every step. Just stay close. I will lead you. I will open the right doors. And when I do, you'll look back and see that every battle shaped you for this moment. Let today be the day you stop carrying what was never yours to bear. Surrender the weight. Lay down the shame. Release the pressure. This is holy ground, where striving ends, and divine grace begins. Lift your head, beloved. The season is shifting. The clouds are parting. And what lies ahead is full of light. Keep going. Keep trusting. You've never been more held than you are right now. Precious heart. As the clouds part and the weight begins to lift, you're starting to feel something stir within, a boldness, a quiet courage that didn't come from striving but from surrender. This isn't just strength returning. It's identity being awakened. You are not who your past says you are. You are not defined by your worst day or your deepest doubt. I created you in love, called you by name, and marked you with purpose before the foundations of the earth were laid. And now, as you rise, you're not just stepping forward, you're stepping into who you've always been in my heart. You've long wondered, do I have what it takes? Can I really fulfill the calling on my life? What if I fail again? But hear me clearly, you were born for such a time as this. Every scar has shaped you. Every valley taught you endurance. Every unanswered question has been turning your ears toward my voice. And now, I'm calling you not just to survive, but to walk in victory, rooted in truth. This isn't about grand gestures or being flawless. It's about walking humbly, yet confidently, in the knowledge that I go before you. I am your banner. I am your defender. There is no need to fear the unknown when the one who knows all is guiding you. When the world tries to intimidate you with pressure, competition, or comparison, step away from the noise. My voice is the only one that defines you. I do not measure you by performance or perfection. I look at your heart. Your faith, however small, moves me. And yes, there will be more challenges. But you are not facing them with the same fear you once carried. You've been equipped. Your prayers have power. Your worship shakes chains loose. Your faith, when anchored in me, becomes unstoppable. Let me remind you, I've placed inside of you everything needed to accomplish what I've called you to do. You lack nothing in my presence. I will be your provision when the resources fall short. I will be your wisdom when the path looks unclear. I will be your shelter when the winds rise again. And when the enemy whispers lies, telling you that you're too broken, too late, or too small, respond with my word. You are more than a conqueror. You are my chosen vessel, anointed to carry light into darkness. This world needs your voice. Not a perfect version of it, your voice. Your testimony, your compassion, your story of redemption. Don't let fear mute the song I've placed in your spirit. Let it rise. Let it be heard. Let it reflect my goodness. So walk forward, not with hesitation, but with holy confidence. You carry the name of the King. You are clothed in grace. And everywhere you go, you bring heaven a little closer to earth. This is your moment. And I am walking every step with you. Beloved. Now that you've begun to see your worth through my eyes and have taken bold steps into purpose, let me speak something eternal into your spirit. This is not the end of the story, it's the beginning of something far greater than you can comprehend. You have walked through shadows, yes. But even there, I walked beside you. You've questioned, wept, grown weary, and yet you endured. You clung to hope even when the answers didn't come quickly. And that hope, that flicker of trust in the darkness, it was a flame that reached heaven. I've been building something beautiful behind the scenes. Every setback was a setup for redemption. Every closed door led you closer to what I had in mind from the start. I'm not piecing together something random, I'm crafting a divine masterpiece with you at the center, shaped by love, covered in grace. So don't rush. Don't feel the pressure to figure it all out. Keep showing up with a willing heart. Let me surprise you with how I bring beauty from brokenness, strength from surrender, and laughter from seasons of mourning. I'm not just restoring what was lost, I'm bringing forth something new, something eternal. Stay close. Stay grounded. Stay expectant. There will still be moments when fear knocks at the door, when you feel like slipping back into old thoughts. But now you know where to turn. Now you know how to fight, with my truth as your sword, with worship as your refuge, with prayer as your anchor. Let the rhythm of grace lead your steps. Let my presence be your compass. You don't need to impress me, you already have my full attention. You don't need to earn my love, it's already yours, without measure. Remember this, I finish what I begin. The good work I've started in your life will not be left incomplete. My plans aren't limited by time, setbacks, or even your own doubts. When you can't trace my hand, you can still trust my heart. I will complete every promise. I will bring you into places of peace that once felt unreachable. And I will surround you with favor that can only come from above. You are my beloved. My treasured child. My joy. As you move forward, keep making room for me in your everyday moments. Not just in the silence of prayer, but in the laughter, the work, the mess, and the wonder. I want to be with you through it all. And when the journey feels long again, when you're tempted to question or withdraw, pause and remember how far we've come. Look back at the mountains you've crossed and the valleys I've carried you through. Let it remind you that you were never alone, and you never will be. So lift your eyes to the horizon. The sun is rising on a new chapter. Hope is alive. Grace is abundant. The best is still ahead. Walk boldly, for I go with you. Speak confidently, for I have filled your mouth with life. Rest peacefully, for you are forever held in arms that never let go. This is your time to flourish. And I am still writing your story, one promise at a time.